I did something yesterday that's very unusual, and that is I was able to find out the times of the event, when dinner starts, what everybody's name is, what special songs they want, what special dances they want, and complete a timeline all in about 15 minutes, real time. That never happens. Not anymore anyway, it used to happen, but these days everything is very custom. Most of my clients have this wish list of things that they want. Some of them are not practical, and you have to somehow make them work, or alternately play counselor and talk them out of it, and then they need some time to think about it. It's meetings, it's multiple phone conversations, multiple emails, texts, phone calls, all of this stuff to put together a timeline for, in my market, what ends up being usually about a 6 hour event, sometimes more if there's something like a ceremony involved. But I was able to do it in 15 minutes, and it's so refreshing. And I've talked about times before. How much time do you really have involved in putting together an event? And for me, it's usually 20 hours plus. Again, we have meetings we have to attend, we have a lot of coaching we have to do, there's a lot of songs to download, there's just a lot of stuff involved. And some people are naysayers. No, it doesn't take that long. Well, this event, I went ahead just for fun and broke down how much time I'm going to have into it. And I'm guessing, I'm speculating, could be a little more, could be a little less. But I made a list of the things that I know I'm going to have to do for this event, and I guessed my times on them. So the first thing was the actual lead that I got for the event, and the texts and phone calls that I had to make and have and take, along with closing the deal. Now, the first call was from the mother-in-law doing a preliminary. Then the second one was actually closing with the client. And there have been texts throughout the weekend as well, just confirming things or asking questions and such. And I'm guessing all of that took about an hour. Probably about an hour. That's pretty good. Sometimes it takes longer than that. Again, there was no in-person meeting or anything. This was a last minute for this weekend kind of thing going on. Next, music prep, computer updates, and backup. Nothing they've asked for thus far is anything that I have to buy that I don't already own, which is nice. Usually there's always something I have to buy or get, but no, I've got everything they want. But I still have to update my currents, I still have to back everything up 3 times, and I've got to make sure the computers are updated, packed up, and all that stuff. That's usually an hour. It's a pretty fair estimate. Maybe it's going to take a little less time, maybe a little more, but figure about an hour. Okay, the gig vehicle this week's a little different. And this is a me problem, but it's something I do have to do. My Suburban is still down. Actually, I'm getting it towed in, I think, on Thursday to get the work done over the weekend. So I'm finally getting the Suburban done. But in the meantime, I have to borrow a vehicle. And the vehicle I have to borrow is in the shop. My late father's shop. It's his old truck, which is a beautiful truck. I don't like to drive it much. I keep it in the shop. But I have to go out and get it. And that's probably, I'm going to say, about a 70-mile round trip. And I'm going to give it 2 hours to get there, pull the vehicle out, get my vehicle in, change around everything I have to change around, and get home. Normally that's not a thing, but it is my reality this week. Gear prep and load. I'm figuring 1.5 hours. And that's including getting my lights charged and all that stuff. And I'm not talking about the charge time of the lights, but taking them out, putting them on the charger, kind of monitoring them, putting them back away, making sure everything's right. Yeah, I'm figuring about an hour and a half on that. And that's probably a pretty fair estimate. And some of this stuff I may be doing as I'm doing computer updates. So I may consolidate that time. But just in all fairness, hour and a half. To and from the event. It's not far, but with traffic and fueling up and all that stuff, we're probably looking at a 1 hour round trip. It might only be about 20 minutes away, but I'm going to round it up to an hour. So there and back, an hour. Setup, breakdown. I'm figuring 2 hours on that, which might be a lot, but I know I will show up more than an hour before start time to set up. And I also know that I've never played this hall before. I don't know what I'm going to run into. There might be some weirdo stuff. Hopefully not, but you never know. And if there is, it's going to take me some time. So I'm figuring an hour up, an hour down. I can usually get down in close to a half hour, but you never know. Just a guesstimate on time on that. So that's a total of 8 hours and 30 minutes that I'll have into this event. Oh, plus fuel. Okay, so we're probably looking at, I don't know, maybe $20 worth of fuel. That's picking up the vehicle, that's getting back and forth to the event. Not a lot, but there is some money invested there because I don't have to buy any music. That's a good thing. Plus the performance time. 6 hour performance. So in total, I'm getting off light this week at 14.5 hours. That's pretty good. If I didn't have to retrieve a vehicle, we could shave 2 more hours off of that. So it'd still be 12.5 hours that I have involved in this event. And the reason I bring it up is because some people are thinking in their heads, well, it's 4 hours, or it's 6 hours, or it's 3 hours, or however long it actually takes to do the performance. But the prep is important. Even on a light week like this, where I can relax a little bit. So anyway, that's it. Just a quick video for you. By request, by the way. If you have any questions, answers, whatever, let me know in the comment section. And I was also thinking about doing a Q&A video in regards to the comments I got with the Shut Up and DJ video I did the other day. If you want to see that, let me know in the comment section and I will get that out for you. We'll see you next time. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching. Practice and enjoy.